Hey, how's it going out there today, guys? So today I have my third Kizer knife review. As you guys may know, I picked up three of these Kizers uh, on a Black Friday sale, um, and I've been really impressed with these things. They're really cool knives. Today I have the Kizer Bad Dog from their Vanguard line. Um, this was the one with the black G10 grips. This is the 3-inch model, I believe. I don't know. We'll get into the specs here in a few minutes, but I do believe they make these in a couple different sizes. Obviously, they make them in different colored grips. I think there's like a 4 1/4 inch blade version, and I didn't realize that when I ordered this one. I didn't realize that this one was going to be smaller, but I'm really impressed with this one too. I really like it. It's good. It's kind of nice to have a little smaller knife option. But yeah, standard in the Vanguard series, this thing has the VG10 stainless blade and G10 grips. Let's take a look at this thing, if I can get it to focus. Again, Kizer knives are just beautiful knives, man. They really know how to make these things just look awesome. And if it looks awesome and it's functional, then I'm a fan of it. And just like the two knives I reviewed previously, this one is a liner lock. It has the stainless steel liner. When you close it, it's very nicely centered, as you can see here. Very smooth flipping action. It is, of course, on bearings. Man, I just love the smoothness of these knives. Now, for a little size comparison, I've got my roach sitting here, so we'll take a look at that. Well, the blade is only, gosh, only like I think maybe a 1/2 inch shorter or something like that. You can see that these are two completely different sizes of knives, so that's just something to be aware of if you're looking at this Bad Dog. Like I said, they do make it in a couple different sizes. But yeah, I really like this knife. It's a really nice little carry knife. Now, I mentioned before in one of my other videos that the sharpness of these knives from the factory can vary. My Roach and my Intrepid were both very sharp. I mean, shave the hair off your arm sharp. Now, this Bad Dog, for some reason, it did not come nearly as sharp. I actually had to sharpen this one myself to get a good edge on it. It was pretty dull. But, you know, that's not that big a deal. The MSRP on this knife is about 92 bucks, but you can pick them up right now for around $30 to $40. So, obviously the upgraded titanium version is going to probably be about double that. I haven't looked into the exact price of that one, but standard is about double for the ones with the S35 VN steel and the, you know, titanium handles. But yeah, this one also has a very nice pocket clip. Like I said before, I've been really impressed with the pocket clips on these things. And of course, it's set up for a tip up right hand carry, which is the only way to go in my opinion. Of course, I'm not left-handed, so. Now this flipper is smooth on the edge here. I'm not too sure why it has the serrations on this back edge, because that's not the edge I use to flip the knife, but I guess it's just for more grip, putting your thumb there, which makes sense, I guess. But I always like a little bit of texture on my flippers, but a lot of knife makers, I mean even ZT and stuff like that, doesn't put any texture on the flipper itself. So not a big deal. Yeah, I wasn't too sure how I was going to like this one in the beginning. You know, I was kind of iffy on the blade style, but man, that thing is really cool looking. And it's really not that hard to sharpen. I was worried about with it curving up here, um, being harder to sharpen, but very nice. And all these knives are a hollow grind knife, so let's go ahead and get into some of the specs on this thing. So like I've already said, it's tip up right hand carry. The weight from their specifications is 2.72 ounces or 77 grams. Of course, like I said before, the grips are G10 with a steel liner. The Rockwell hardness is 58 to 60. It is a flipper on ball bearings. The blade has a satin finish. The total length of the knife open is 7.16 inches or 175.8 millimeters. The blade length itself is 2.98 inches or 75.7 millimeters. And again, the blade material is VG10 stainless from Japan. All the materials in these knives are outsourced from, or imported, I guess I shouldn't say outsourced, imported from the US and Japan, and then these knives are made in China. And the blade thickness is 0.11 inches or 2.8 millimeters. So yeah, I really like this little Bad Dog. It's a nice little bit smaller option. One thing I'm not real huge on some of these knives is how smooth the G10 grips are. I usually like a little bit of texture on the grips. I mean, there is a tiny bit, but I mean, if your hands were to get wet or anything like that, I imagine that would be pretty slippery. The Intrepid has good texturing on it, but as far as like the Roach and the Bad Dog, they're pretty smooth grips, so that may be you may like that, or it might be a minus for you. So I think that's about it for this thing. Great little knife and a great little addition to your everyday carry if it looks like something you'd be interested in. So thanks for watching again, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll check you out next time. Later.